Libra, welcome to your 5-card movie star spread. As per usual, you can click right on that description box below, and it will talk about the significance of the spread, as well as the placement of each card. Kind of explains how to use the information given, if you are so interested. Woo! Peoples, right out the bat. Okay. All right. So don't get caught up on the gender of the card. This isn't about gender. This is about energy. So I tend to think of it as left brain, right brain. Some people look at it as yin and yang. I actually like yin and yang. That's a good way to look at it because yin is the receiving energy, the nurturer. Yang, the masculine energy, is the managerial energy. Okay. So take it how you will. Don't get caught up on the gender. So you right here are the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is a politician. That's not necessarily a bad thing. I'm not saying she's a crooked politician. I'm saying she adapts to her environment and works with what she has. Okay? So if this is a vocational spread, you might be just adapting to new changes and networking in a way that makes it possible for you to leverage these changes in order to better yourself or your company. Okay. If this is a personal relationship, then there are changes happening in your personal relationship, and rather than fight these changes, you are learning to go with the flow. Okay. Now, complementing that, your antagonist, this is the protagonist. This is you, what you're actually going through. This is the antagonist. This is the thing that makes the change in your life. So you have a better control of your emotions and even a little bit of a poker face. Okay, so the King of Cups here keeps one toe in the ocean of emotion, meaning that he is taking tally and taking notice of other people's emotions while he is maintaining control of his cup, his emotions right here. And the best way to put it is maintaining a poker face, knowing where you are, where you stand, how you feel, and not letting other people know, but keeping one little feeler out there to see how other people are feeling. So you are being stoic, but searching out to see how other people are reacting to that. So again, when I put these together, this tells me that you are adapting politically and maintaining composure. The reality of the situation is you are in this energy right now because you've dealt with some loss. You've dealt with some painful endings. The worst is behind you, but you're still having trouble letting go. You're recognizing the other people, if this is a vocational thing, the other energy or entity or people have already let go of whatever this painful ending was, but you still feel it a little bit more than everybody else. And it's still feeling that painful ending that's making you feel like you may not be able to overcome the situation, which is again why you're maintaining this stoic composure. You feel like if you let people in emotionally, then they'll be able to manipulate you emotionally and you won't get the outcome you want. So you feel this very deeply. That's what both of these cards tell me. But you're able to adapt without showing those feelings. You're maintaining a wonderful poker face while you adapt to this new thing. The outcome, even though the journey feels like you can't reach the end, and even though you're still holding on to some of the pains that you were dealing with, the outcome is the Temperance. This is the person, I call her the alchemist of the deck. Actually, I call her the baker of the deck because she is the alchemist of the deck. And if you think about a baker, they take flour, eggs, and butter, and they mix it together in a particular way. They put it at a particular temperature for a particular amount of time to create a cake. So essentially what they do is they take all these little pieces and they apply a recipe to it to create something greater than the sum of its parts. So your outcome is taking these opposing energies that you're feeling, like here where you're like, I got everything under control. On the outside, this poker face, kind of like a fake it till you make it sort of thing. Like, I'm going to keep this poker face until I can adapt to this situation. And then this feeling of loss or doubt that you have. And what you're doing is you're taking those two things and you're going to create something greater than the sum of its parts. Let's see what that is exactly. I think that's a good way to describe these two together, that fake it till you make it. Seeing the light at the end of the tunnel and just keeping your composure until you get to the end of the tunnel. Ah, yes, see? Oh. All right, so here we are. Here you are juggling the opposing forces in order to drop old habits. You're recognizing something in yourself. In order to do something, or in order to get something you've never had, you have to be willing to do something you've never done. So you're recognizing these old habits and patterns within yourself that need to change. That's this recipe here. So you don't feel this sense of lack anymore. Okay? You're recognizing that it's in your hands. Okay? However, this is the card of independence here. This is the card of being healthy, wealthy, and leveraging your network properly. You know, this is being comfortable within what it is that you have and all of your resources. That is in the inverse. So it kind of feels like you're holding this poker face because you're still feeling this loss, and you're hoping that if you just continue to push forward and adapt to your environment, that you can create something better than the sum of its parts. You can learn this lesson. You can drop this bad habit. You can stop this juggling act. If only you could feel more independent. Okay? So you kind of feels to me like you have a little bit of a codependent vibe, or you had one in the past, and that's what you're trying to get out of. You're recognizing that you were a little too concerned with how other people felt or how other people viewed your life than you were with yours, and you're starting to recognize that maybe my opinion is a little bit more important than everybody else's. You don't want to be judged by a jury of your peers anymore. At one point in time, you were very, very much concerned with what one person or a group of people felt about you. And now you're saying, I don't want that anymore. I don't want to feel like I need them to feel good. I want to feel good on my own. That's the bad habit you're trying to drop here, is that being concerned with other people's opinion or needing somebody else's validation in order to feel good. You want to be the one to provide that to yourself from here on in. So that's the recipe you're looking for. And it's going to be a little bit different of a journey for each of you. So Libra, I hope you found a message that serves your highest good. I like where your head's at. I like where you're going with this. It's going to take a little bit of shadow work. It might be a little bit difficult, but I say go with it. Find out what it is you feel like you're lacking in your life and be the person that provides that for yourself and by yourself. That's the recipe you're looking for. I hope you found a message that serves your highest good, and I will see you next time.